Ski Studios in the motherfucking house. What's up, people? Yeah. The kid is back. No crack for me, son. Crack is whack. You know, another day, another dollar. Like I always say, you know. You don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else will, man. I actually really love that saying. It's a good one because it's true. Just like everybody talks nice when they're trying to screw you. Because you know why? It's true. You know, I usually say the F word where everybody's nice when they're trying to F you. But another day, another dollar. It's Friday. You know, hope you guys are ready for a great weekend. It's actually supposed to be really nice out if you want the weather report. You know, but yeah, crack is whack. And you know, I'll just bust into another thing. So what do you want from me, huh? You know I ain't been out, you know, I haven't been doing the videos lately, man. I tell you, like, I'm just going through it a little bit. I'm still working out. At least I'm busting out, you know, at least 100 push-ups a day, you know. If I'm good, you know. But, yeah, speaking of crack being whack, man, right? I used to sell at a spot, you know. And I'll tell you, it was the most, like, crazy stuff you ever seen. People that got power attorney over their mothers bringing me to the mall. Me and my buddy to a mall just to like get whatever we wanted because they owed us money, you know. And I admit it, I was a scumbag back then. You know what I mean? I really was a scumbag, man. And each day goes by, I'm a little bit less of a scumbag. But I'll tell you, like, there was 5 real people that used to hang out there, right? Like that were there like all the time. And actually the lady that owned the house, we used to, you know, give her something free just to let us like go out of there, you know. And me and my buddy that kind of like worked the spot, you know, I'm not using no names obviously because I don't like doing that, you know. Maybe one day I will get them on here, but like out of the 5 people that were there, right now, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I always admit when I'm biased because like, you know, I don't want to put like, oh, you know, look at you, you're saying this, but like, you know, if somebody knows, like, yo, you end up having a problem with this kid. I will admit that I had a problem with a couple of these people, and actually, it just happens to line up like that, man. But it's the truth, all right. Now, me and the kid that used to work there, you know, he actually like, you know, both of us, we turned like our lives over, and I believe in God, you know, I believe in Jesus, you know, and he does too. And both of us, you know, like he's doing really well, man. This kid's killing it, bro. Like I tell this kid almost every time I talk to him how proud of him I am. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, like, yo, he was out, he was crazy out there, you know. I didn't even fully trust him, to be honest with you. I'm definitely way better friends with him today than I was back then. And you know, obviously, bro, I'm building back, you know. I got, you know, I always bring it up, man, but it's the truth, man. I got 4.5 months. And, you know, like the beginning, they say is the hardest. And I'm actually, like, yeah, some days I have are hard. You know what I mean? They are hard. But, like, you know, I get to them, and I get on to another day. I'm a little bit stronger the next day, you know. Sometimes it's so little, yeah, I'm stronger, but it's just so little you barely notice it, you know. But it's true. You know, and then you look at from where I come to where I am now. Kidding me? I'm getting there, bro. But the other 3 people, all right. One of them, yeah, I admit, I'll tell you the truth on what happened between me and him. All right. I was he said, hey, give me a ride to my father's house, right? So he ran into his father's house. I'm out there forever, you know. I'm using back then, you know. It was white though, you know. It wasn't the yet, the opiates. So he runs into the house. I'm out there waiting in my car, and I see this truck next to me. All right, bunch of stuff in the back. It got rims, it got like tools, everything. Right. So I'm like, I'm taking that. So I friggin' load my trunk up. Right. Probably wait like 45 minutes. The kid comes back out, and I go, hey, I got to be honest with you because you know, like I thought we were cool, and I go, yo, do you know who owns that truck? He goes, yeah. I go, well, I got to ask you, man, you're cool with them? And he was like, yeah. I go, well, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I just took everything out of that car. He's like, yo, put it back. I go, yeah, that's why, because I told you, bro. Like, we're cool, man. That's why I'm bringing it up, because I don't want to steal anything from your people. There's, like, big apartment building. You know what I mean? Like, it's not guaranteed. Like, I'm at a house, and we're in the driveway. We're at a big apartment building, you know, with hundreds of cars. Just so happened that was the one. But, whatever, I put it back. We end up getting to a big thing over that. I'm not going to go down there because I feel like I already went down that in another video. But I end up in the hospital over it, you know. Worst pain I ever felt in my life. I'll tell you a little bit. I was stuck 3 times and it hit my intestines, my kidney, everything, you know. You can see that. Boom, right there. I got 2 more up higher. But that was like the worst I've been hurt. But this one, all right, we got into a fight. I went to hit him with the 40 ounce because this is like a while ago. And he picked up a chair. He's like, yo, you want to go down that road? And I was like, I put it down. And I squared up with him. And I'll admit it, bro, he got me. Got me good. And when I was down and actually completely out, he kicked me as hard as he could. And it split my spleen in half. And I had internal bleeding. I felt fine that night. But when I went to wake up the next morning for work, I got out of bed and I collapsed because I had so much internal bleeding that there was like pressure on all my organs and I couldn't even move to grab my cell phone. I was in so much pain. They're like, are you in a pain 1 to 10? I'm like, 10! You know what I mean? Like, dude, it was bad. So I couldn't breathe. I was stuck on the floor. Thank God my father came out and said, why aren't you going to work? Because if he went to work, they said if I didn't get to the hospital within an hour, I would have been dead. So obviously me and this kid aren't cool. Well, that kid passed away. Now, the other kid, that was his buddy, them two were like this, you know. Oh, and he was Skinner. You know, I mean, we'll use the word Skinner because I'm trying to not go crazy. So they ghost block me, shadow ban, whatever you want to call it. He was a Skinner. Now, dude, I didn't know this back then when I was chilling with him. So he's gone. The other kid, you know, him and this other kid did 7 mass armed robberies, and they got like 3 years because they ratted everyone out. I know for a fact that the kid I'm talking about right now did rat people out. And now this kid, I guess he was trying to get clean, whatever, up in New Hampshire, da-da-da-da-da. I'll say this kid's name because it's public record. Chris Hanscom, you look him up, 20 years, bro. A mentally disabled person that was working in the church, he was a Skinner on them. They were cleaning the church or something from what I remember the reading. You can actually look it up. You write Chris Hanscom, New Hampshire, and the R word. You know, and he got 20 years. Scumbag. These are the type of people I was chilling with. You know? So I know he ain't doing good. The other kid was, I gave a ride that I was involved with, obviously, and we did 2 stores, stick-ups. And they didn't, I didn't park right at the store, so they didn't have my car on camera. But the kid gave me up. I don't know if he made a statement or just made a comment. I feel like it had to have been a statement because where'd they get my name from? You know what I mean? I was arrested on this. So, and I was already out on bail with other stuff. You know, no. I got bail for this case. You know, and I don't know where he is, but when I went to the can, bro, he told everybody I gave him up, bro, and nobody would talk to me until I showed the paperwork. You know what I mean? And so I don't know where he is. I haven't talked to anybody that's talked to him. I guess he was at Shirley Mack's, bro, when he won the bench press thing. Because, and he was huge, bro. This kid was huge, like jacked. Like, I'm talking probably 250. 250, 300 pounds. And I'm not talking an ounce of fat on him. And, he's running around telling everybody I gave him up. So when I went there, dude, this kid that I owed money to, was like, oh, you put money into my canteen or you going to PC? And I was like, yo, it's going to sell. Oh, we don't got to do it. Well, what other way do we got to do it? Because you ain't checking me off, bro. So, I'm pretty sure that he definitely ended up telling, like, the white dudes that, I gave up Kevin and da-da-da-da, which I didn't. so I had to show the paperwork, you know, and it ended up coming out that I didn't do anything, you know. I didn't give him up, you know, and he gave me up. I believe he gave me up on multiple cases because I got multiple warrants off of that, you know. And thank God, like, my family came through and got me a good lawyer, because I don't know, you know, I would have went to jail. I would have went to prison. Definitely would have went to prison, you know. And I'm lucky, man, because I deserved it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I deserved it. But like, sometimes I think, like, maybe if I went to prison, I wouldn't end up on these stupid opiates, man. Because I probably wouldn't have got stuck and all that other stuff. But it is what it is, you know. And like, what I gotta say, like, is like, you know, I could sit there and I can blame this and blame that, but, you know, to bring it back to recovery, you know, other things might be the problem on how you got addicted. Maybe your parents gave it to you when you were little. Maybe, you know, maybe you were stuck, you know, multiple times, and you ended up on stuff. By the time you cut you off, you're already addicted to the stuff. So, you know, you can blame it, but I'm going to tell you this. Blaming will never help you ever get clean. You have to do what you could do for you. And if you always are looking at the negative, you are never going to see the positive. You know what I mean? You are never going to get past it. Never, you know? If you're, like, holding resentments and all this stuff, it keeps you out there. You know what I mean? I actually talked to a friend earlier today, and I don't really want to go down there because I don't like giving up people's stuff. So, you know, and then another thing I have to say is, like, you know, a lot of people that work in recovery, you know, like detoxes, sober houses, all this, I guess they have a very high relapse rate, you know? And, like, sometimes I think about getting into that type of stuff. But you have to do stuff for your recovery outside of that job, you know? And you got to be honest, you know? Because you're obviously going to be working with people that got less clean time than you. You know, there'll probably be people there that got more clean time than you too. But, you know, like, you just don't, you want to get better. You know, you just want to get better, man. Because I'll tell you what, like, when I quit using, like, you know, like, dude, the sickness sucked. The sickness sucked. Definitely sucked. I had the worst sickness this last time. I was like a little pussy, man. But I got through it, you know. And but the sickness wasn't the worst part. It was the depression. The depression is the worst part. Because sometimes you just feel like you're never going to get out of this. But I'm here to tell you, you will get out of it, you know? You will get out of it. You will get out of it. You will feel better, and your life is going to be better than, you know, you even had. And I'm not even, like, close to, like, I'm at the very beginnings of the stuff, you know? I'm just dipped maybe my foot. I dipped my foot in a little bit, you know? I ain't even up to my shin yet, you know? But I'm like, I feel better and better every day, man, you know? I do better, you know? Like, not perfect yet, not perfect, you know, like, you know, you could see, like, you know, some of the last videos I did, you know, I took one down because, I don't know, if somebody could probably know who I was talking about on that one, and, it's a fact that the kid is a federal informant, it's a fact. So, you know, and if something happened to him, who knows what would happen to me over that, you know, they definitely try to focus on me, even though right now I don't do anything wrong. Like, I really don't feel it, like, minor stuff, you know. The only thing that I feel like I could ever get in trouble for is, like, defending somebody, you know, like my family and my friends, like, because I will do stuff for them, you know. I almost feel like I'll stand up for them more than I stand up for me. But I will stand up for me too, you know. I ain't no fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. But I, like, you know, I notice I have a hair trigger temper sometimes. And sometimes I, like, just don't say nothing. And it's like, when people keep pushing me for an answer, it's like, dude, stop asking me, because I feel like if I give you the answer, you're not going to like it, and I'm not going to like it either. And I don't really want to go down that road. But I'll tell you this, like, sometimes I think, like, this is crazy, you know, because sometimes I'll think about, you know, if somebody was to do something to somebody, you know, I want to be there, because maybe just to see if I still got it and I can still morally stand right. But it's, like, not right, because it's like I don't want nothing to happen to anybody. You know what I mean? Especially nobody I care about, which would be the people that it would be. But, like, sometimes I'm like, man, do I still got it? Like, you know, I know I'm a little bit older, but, like, would I still stand up like I did, you know? Because it's just been a little bit of time. But, like, oh, you know, like, imagine, I don't know, I'm not going to go down there. But it's like, yeah, if somebody try to do something to somebody I care about, ain't no bottles to hit people over the head no more. Because I always like, I always would go in. Whenever I went to a party, I would always look around to see like whatever I could use. Like if I got into something. Because I was out there, especially if I was drinking. If I was drinking and you were chilling with me, you'd definitely see me get into a fight. Because that's all I friggin' did. And I would fight the biggest people when I know I had no chance. I'm not no big person. You know what I mean? I'm like 5'8". I was probably about 165, 170. I might be 175 now, Get in there. Joking around. Not that jacked. Not jacked at all, really. I'm in alright shape. I ain't in terrible shape. But, it is what it is. I just wanted to do a little video, give you guys a little update on me. Let you know I'm still here, still kicking, Still, still believe in the Lord. JC got my back all the way, man. And JC can have your back, too. And, like, I don't know if I said this before. I probably did. But, like, someone was like, you could be wrong. You don't know. You're praying to some mythical thing in the sky. I'm going to tell you this. My life's getting better, And if I'm wrong, my life got better anyways. If you're wrong, you're burning in eternity. What seems better? Life getting better? Possibly heavens feeling great for the rest of eternity? Or let's just keep living negative and keep going to jail and just keep hurting people. And in the midst, you're hurting yourself and you're tearing your family apart. Just kicking a little positivity for you. You know what I mean? You got to get out there, man. You got to get out in these streets, man. You got to roll the window down. You got to smell the streets. You got to taste it. Taste that shit. What movie's that from? One of my all-time favorite movies. My favorite movie was Gone Baby Gone. And the one part I don't get, he's like, "Yo, Patrick, shoot this bitch." But like when they're in that part and they're in the Skinner's house, they're like, the dude's like, "Just give me the whizzer." I never heard anybody call White Whizzer. Never. We'll have to see the wizard. I feel like that would be more like some LSD type stuff. But I don't know. I just hope you guys all have a great day, man. God bless you all. And if no one told you they loved you, I'm not going to do it either. Have a great day.